Hello. I just woke up, so I hope my brain is working properly today. But yeah, as I promised, I said I did the tier list yesterday, but I decided to wait one more day because I played quite a bit yesterday just to make sure everything is pretty accurate. So yeah, we can just start, I guess. Riven, top of the tier list for not only personal reasons, I would say. I think everyone agrees this champion is a creature. She actually received a buff, believe it or not. The changes they did to her this patch, where they gave her 50 HP level 1 and reduced the shield, don't matter at all. Because they also changed her ultimate and you get like 15 seconds cooldown to her ultimate, like level 5. Which is just crazy. It's just crazy, man. I mean, they sold her skins. I hope maybe next patch we can do something about her, you know? Half the players in Master right now are like Riven OTPs. You know, just the champ has everything. Literally, she can one-shot you level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She scales insanely well as well. She has no cooldowns in unlimited dashes. CC can engage, can do everything she wants basically. And in jungle, it's not that difficult to fall back. What am I saying? To fall behind. Compared to lane, like in lane, if you get countered by Renekton or something and you die once, yeah, your game is gonna be pretty hard. But in jungle, that can't really happen. Okay, Shyvana. Shyvana, super strong. I think some people still underrate her. At first, I thought so too. I thought she's like only maybe a tier, but she actually goes crazy. You can literally just AFK farm whole early mid game and late game 1v9 just because you scale so well. But yeah, she clears really fast now. She's really strong in dragon form. Her evolves are super easy to get. If you have a good game, you can get them under 10 minutes, and most of the evolves are super strong, like her second and her third. She's good for team fights, she does objectives really fast, she's strong as hell at dragon fights. You just have to learn how to play around your ultimate. But yeah, Shyvana and Riven definitely the highlights of this patch. Then Lee's nothing new. I mean, he's gonna get Gold Fist in 2 days, so they couldn't afford to nerf him yet. Maybe soon, same as Riven. He actually got the buff on his ult cooldown too, but that doesn't really change too much. Yeah, Lee's the same, one if not the best snowball jungler now, even better than Kha'Zix. But if you fall behind, you really fucked as Lee, because all these matchups that you see next year, Riven, Shyvana, Wukong, Echo, Kha'Zix, they all shit on Lee Sin if they are ahead or if they scale. Because Lee Sin actually falls off pretty hard now. But yeah, Wukong kept getting buffed. His second skill now goes through walls, which is super good. He's one of the best team fighters. Up there with Shyvana, he has insane sustain. He has insane team fights. His jungle clear is not even that bad anymore because of Sunder. He kinda got it all. The ult cooldown also got reduced. Your ult is pretty much up every minute or so, early game. Especially once you complete an item, you get a lot of haste. But yeah, really good duelist. He's really strong 1v1 as well. Wukong is a pretty good all-arounder. He does farm a bit slower than Shyvana, I guess. That's a downside, but you make up for it with your team fighting capabilities and ganks. You can gank from a lot of angles now because of your second skill going through walls. It doesn't go through every wall, but most of them. There are some spots I tried in practice mode. Echo still really strong. They didn't really nerf anything about him. Once you get 2-3 items, he scales hard. He can one-shot pretty much everyone that's squishy. Even tanks. You can't like 100 to 0 them, but you have a lot of damage on them too. He has a lot of playstyles. You can go Road of Ages with the more tanky build, or you can go just full AP glass cannon with Ludens. Guys, I just woke up. I can't even talk properly yet. Getting old, but yeah. Echo insane burst, insane 1v9 potential carry. You just need to scale, which maybe some games it's hard right now, you know, because people just run it down in lanes, but it's not that you're really weak early game either. You have great gank setups with your second skill. You can bring a lot of value to the team just with your second ability, even if you're behind. Ka feels kinda okay-ish. I don't think, some people said he feels weaker, but I didn't really feel it. I don't know, maybe it's just me. From my games, I always did well on Kha'Zix, even if we ended up losing. He still has the same strengths and the same weaknesses. Olaf, I moved Olaf down in S. I think most of the champs that are above him are pretty much better at this point. He still is really good against heavy CC teams, but everyone has a lot of mobility in the meta right now, with stuff like Ahri and Akali being played all the time, at least in our server in ranked. It's pretty hard to do something as Olaf, they just kite you around. You need to snowball pretty hard. He also doesn't have the best matchup into Shyvana, believe it or not, and other stuff like Riven, because they just have too much damage. It's bullshit. Xin, I also moved Xin down. I think he could be S+ still, but I don't know. I just feel like Wukong does his job much better now. It's not that Xin is bad, it's just Wukong feels so much more broken. Xin is still really good though. With the early game, he did get nerfed a bit, but it doesn't really change much because he also got the ult cooldown buff. His ultimate is a really low cooldown now, especially level 5. But yeah, great duelist, great team fighter, you know, he can buy a lot of space for the team, for the carries. He's really good into melee champs. He's really good into Lee, he's really good into Riven. I mean, into Riven it's arguable because Riven can just one-shot you whenever she wants. That's why she's the top of the tier list, but yeah. Morg, I moved Morg down as well, just because all of these other champions can kinda keep up with her in tempo now, with her farming speed. She's still good, she still provides amazing utility for the team. Her clear is still super fast. It's just that there's not much you can do with her in ranked, as everyone knows from before. She does pretty good into Echo, she can counter some of the champs on this list, but others can just run you down. Like, you can't do anything about Wukong and stuff. Wukong, Shyvana, they just run at you. There's also the new Quicksilver enchant, QSS, which is really broken against Morg because you can't just bind them anymore. But yeah, Gragas still in S because I'm a bit biased on Gragas, I can say, because I play him a lot, but he still feels really good. If they are good players, they can buy QSS and they can get out of your third ability ult combo, your body slam, flash, ult. So you can't like insect them in your team anymore. But not a lot of people can do that yet, so maybe with some more time. But yeah, he's still like an Echo. He does have better CC. I pick him a lot against stuff like Katarina and other annoying champs. He counters Lee pretty well. He does well into Riven as well actually, but not late game because Riven will be too tanky for you to one-shot, and before your cooldowns come back up, she just one-taps you. It's amazing. But yeah. Jarvan, I still keep Jarvan in S, even though it's more of a ranked champion, I would say. You can snowball pretty well with him, he has great early game and great ganks. But you will get outscared really fast, like you better do something early game or you're gonna be fucking useless. Everyone is gonna just one-shot you. He still has great teamfight utility, but it's kind of not enough unless you're really strong. But yeah, Eve, I keep Eve in S just because the top 1 on Europe recently was an Eve OTP and I played against him quite a lot, and he made me think Eve is actually still good. He was doing great on her most of the games. So yeah, if you still OTP Eve or main Eve, she's fine, you can win with her even with control words and everything else. If you know what you're doing on Eve, you can snowball games. Graves, I'm not too happy about. I don't know, I played him, I tried to get a win on him, I played like 3 games with him this season. But I just feel so weak, I don't know, I feel like I do no damage. There's like a Riven or Shyvana running me down or Xin Zhao, I can't do anything to them. It's not even the build, I tried a few different builds. I don't know. Time for Kraken Slayer Graves, I guess. I'm joking, don't try, that's probably garbage. But yeah, I was tempted to put Graves lower. I don't know, I kept him in S for now because I think in like lower ranks maybe he's still good. But from my experience this season, I just struggle to do something with him. The Bruisers with Death Dance, Sunder, you just have no damage against them, I think, no matter what you buy. Rengar, I keep Rengar in S. I think Rengar with Sunder Black Cleaver is still super strong, as I said in previous tier list. I'm not too sure how the crit build is doing now. If you are main Rengar, maybe you can still carry that, but I think the Bruiser build is just 10 times better. Nautilus, he keeps getting buffed in jungle. He's a great tank option right now. He has great CC, he has really fast clears. His hook got buffed as well, it's pretty easy to set up ganks. But people don't like to play full tanks in ranked especially, because yeah, we need a tank, you know. And he's not that easy to play, to be honest. People would much rather just pick like Amumu or Nunu instead of Nautilus, because Nautilus has skill shots. I mean, Amumu has too, but Nautilus are harder. It's hard to hit hook on him. But yeah, he's a really good tank in jungle right now. You can go AP, but I think the AP variant is not that great. It works, you deal decent damage, but I don't think it's great. Nunu still stays in S, because there's plenty of Nunu players I've seen this season, and they all manage to do well. You just spam gank as Nunu, level 2, level 3, try to get lanes ahead. And this strategy works great in ranked, because no one respects your ganks as Nunu. Can get a lot of free kills. Fiora, I keep Fiora high too. She can do pretty good into most bruisers. She can do pretty good into Wukong, Riven, Shyvana and stuff. She got buffed before. Now she's much better in Baron lane with Grasp. We can't really take Grasp in jungle. I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't know. When I tried it, it felt scuffed, like really scuffed. So I'm not too sure on that. But yeah, she still does great in jungle. Her clear is not even that slow anymore because they buffed the clear speed, so yeah. Camille is actually maybe even better than I thought. Her ult cooldown got reduced by like 20 seconds. It's like, I'm not sure how much it is now, 70 seconds or something, level 5, which is crazy. You can get a lot of... Because the issue with Camille was that you couldn't farm, right? So you had to always look for ganks, but her ult cooldown was like 1.5 minutes or something, even more than that maybe. So it was really hard to get gank setups, but now that your ultimate is such a low cooldown, you can just permanently look for side lanes to gank, or even mid lane. So yeah, that kind of pushed her back up. Even though she takes a long time to scale now, you need to get level 13 for your first ability to do the full true damage. It doesn't hurt as much as I thought. Of course, she's nowhere near the power level she used to be, but she's still very much playable. Vi still keeps her spottiness. Even though QSS kind of kills this champion now, if they QSS right before Quicksilver, right before your ultimate hits them, you are stuck in that animation and they just can't move freely. It's pretty bullshit. That's why I'm not too sure if I will keep her high or not. I only tried her one game, so... She can still do good into bruisers, but it's not like you can kill them. Like even if you pick Vi into Riven or Wukong, you can CC them for 2-3 seconds, yes, but after that they just unleash on you. You don't have the damage to deal with them, no matter what you build. I tried already to go like anti-tank with like Bork and stuff and Black Cleaver, but it doesn't work. Even Sunder, it's not enough. They just have better base damages than you do. But yeah, she clears really fast still. She has great ganks, great single target CC, as I said. She doesn't scale that great compared to other champs on this list, but... Yeah, Irelia... I think Irelia stood broken. I don't know. The items still have a lot of synergy on her. There's not a lot of people playing Irelia anymore, I would say. Only the people who like actually main her and know what they're doing. But I think Irelia is still super strong in jungle. She never really fell off, she just like lost some popularity, I guess. Jax is interesting. I still kept him in S, maybe I should put him down in A actually. But the games I played, I always managed to win with Jax. Yes, he feels terrible in jungle, your first clear is fucking so bad. You clear like 128, even with a good leash, because you have no attack speed. But after that, the champ is literally the same. After your first clear and level 5, the champ literally is the same. You kind of have to go Trinity though now, because with Sunder you can't do anything in jungle. You need to go Trinity. But yeah, the champ feels the same afterwards. The 5 stacks on passive are super good. You stack it really fast against enemies. The new comp is actually pretty beneficial for Jax, because you get Omnivamp, which synergizes really well with him. But yeah, I will do some more testing on Jax. I think he's not a competitive pick anymore, obviously. But for solo queue, for ranked, I think he still works great. Need some more tests, I guess. I don't know. Some more testing. Okay, now down to A, Pyke. The thing with Pyke jungle is he's kind of same as Jax, you can't farm, especially before level 5. But when I tried Pyke jungle, I could get kills, but I couldn't win the game, if that makes sense. I'll be like, you know, 10-2, 10-0, 11, whatever, killing everyone, but I just couldn't carry the game because at the end of the day, there's not much you can do as Pyke by yourself after like early mid game. So yeah, Pyke jungle works if you know how to gank well and look for kills, because you can farm jungle, but it's not really optimal, I would say. Diana is still in A. She actually could be a bit higher, but I think the meta doesn't really favor her too much right now, in jungle at least. She's a really strong champion, she has a really strong kit. Her first clear is not even that slow anymore, she scales really good. It's just that, I don't know, it feels like she doesn't provide enough, if that makes any sense. Yes, her ultimate is amazing, but it gets pretty easily interrupted in fights unless you play it really well. She does have good ganks after level 5, I can give her that much. But I don't see the reason of picking Diana when you can pick Echo or Gragas. Or even Evelyn. But yeah, Jay's jungle is still good, it works. I posted a video on him recently. Well, recently, I don't even know, maybe like 1 week ago. But that's recent to me, eh? So... Yep, he still works. He got nerfed with Field Breaker in lane, so maybe now he will see some more popularity in jungle again. And yeah, he scales really good, even if you don't go mana immune. He's pretty good into melee champs. But the reason he's so low is because I played Jace into Riven, and your third ability in hammer form, you know, that knockback, where you can knock it back with the hammer, it's like 18 seconds early game, because you don't put points into it, right? And Riven dash is like 3 seconds, you know? So if you see Riven, you knock her back, and guess what? 3 seconds later, she's just running you down again. So that's the okay, it's only the Riven example, but the others are kind of the same. So even though he's supposed to be really strong, you should win some melee matchups, you actually don't, just because they stat check you. And they abuse Sunder better than you do as Jace. That's pretty much it, I guess. Of course, against some comps you go Yomu's Black Cleaver and you play like poke Jace, and you just destroy everyone, but yeah, it's situational pick, I guess. Pantheon, same as always, he has really strong early game, he falls off really hard. He falls off super hard actually, compared to everyone else on this list. I was playing against the top 1 Pantheon in Europe. He was like 10-0, I think this was last season, he was like 10-0. And he lost the game just because his champion couldn't impact the game after 5 minutes. And yeah, Tryndamere, I moved him up, I think. I don't remember where I put him last tier list. But I think he's kind of okay now. His ult got buffed too, he has pretty low cooldown on it. His first clear is not too bad, he scales really well, it's just that he does his job worse than other champs on this list. Like, why pick Trinda when you can pick Shyvana, you know? She farms much faster, she scales much better. She kind of does everything better, doesn't she? She's broken. But yeah, he's playable now though, at least. It's not considered a troll pick anymore. Amumu, I keep him in A. I know some people maybe will say he should be higher, but Quicksilver is in the game, guys. Did you know? You buy this item for 800 gold and Amumu doesn't exist anymore. He's just a health bar, like Amundo, you just ignore him. But yeah, kind of the same with Rammus. Rammus can be a bit better though, because of his early game ganks, like Null style, you just take 2 camps and go roll over the map. It's quite a coin flip gameplay, but it works because people are stupid and they don't understand how jungle works, so yeah. Fizz, I moved him up in A. With the jungle changes, his clear is actually pretty good, pretty fast and healthy now, before you will kind of lose a lot of HP. There is a specific clear you kind of have to do as Fizz though, to get it done fast. Maybe I'll do a video on it eventually, to show it to you guys. I don't think much people play Fizz anymore though. That's why he's on bottom of A. He's like worse than the other AP options, but I have 2 fish skins, so I have to make them worth. Shen jungle is played by some people. I'm not a fan of it. It works, sure. The jungle clear is not bad. But as a tank option in jungle, why not pick like Nautilus or something else? Sure, Shen has like the taunt, and you know, with the ult you can just farm and impact the map, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel right in the jungle, at least to me. Master E has been dead ever since the nerfs he got to his Alpha Strike, where they like halved the damage or whatever. So yeah, ever since then he's only been like on low elo pick, and even there I'm not even sure if he's picked or not because I'm not playing in lower ranks currently. That's why he's this low. Set could be higher, he could be in A because he got buffed and I tried him like 1-2 games. He still works good in jungle, I mean there's nothing wrong with him. I just feel like, I don't know, it doesn't really provide much. Your ganks are pretty terrible before level 5. Zed's jungle works, but Zed, Yasuo, Renekton, Akshan, Darius, Singed, Tigera, and Brand, all of these picks work in jungle. They're fully functional, you know, they can clear jungle. Especially Singed, there's like a Singed guy, OTP, I've been watching a bit, and he does a really good jungle clear as Singed, where you can go blue and Grom together level 1 and it's actually playing pretty fast. But yeah, they are all functional, they are just not that great. Some are really specific, like Darius and stuff, where you pick them against really heavy melee comps. Same as Yasuo, I was playing a bit of Yasuo jungle, he definitely can function in jungle, it's just he's much better in lane, I guess. That's kind of the argument for all of these, they just work better in lane. And at the end, Mundo, Kayle, and Kai'Sa, the C Trinity. Mundo, even with the buffs, he's just not useful in jungle. Yes, you can farm jungle, but what else can you do? Can you gank? Nah, not really. Can you do objectives fast? Not really either. Then what's your value? You're just a health bar, I guess. Don't have CC, you have 1 slow. People can just buy... I mean, they kind of changed his ult, so now Grievous Wounds doesn't impact him that hard, but... yeah. Not too useful. Same as Kayle, she takes 10 minutes to scale and be a champion, and that's not really what you want from your jungler. And Kai'Sa jungle can work, but it's really specific. Maybe if you are funneling, then yeah, sure, it can be good, but on its own, it's not too great. And yeah, that's it for the tier list for 3.3. I know maybe some people will disagree. As I said, some of these placements might not be final just yet, like Jax and stuff. I think I could have explained some champs a bit better, but I just woke up and my brain is a bit slow, but yeah. That's it for the tier list. If you guys disagree, you know, write down in the comments your opinions, and or if you're having success with a certain pick, you know, let us know. So we can all grind to Charlie real quick. I'm actually close. I think I need like only 20 wins or something now. I'm almost Grandmaster Poggers. But yeah, thanks for watching. This actually came out longer than I thought. I don't know if you guys prefer long tier lists or shorter ones where I just talk about the changes, but this patch a lot of stuff has changed, so yeah, thanks for watching.